I'm Charles Eckel here at the IETF Hackathon, and just wanted to tell you a little bit about the hackathon. Well, the IETF, it's always been about rough consensus and running code, and I think the problem that I was seeing, and others too, is that perhaps there's been a little bit too much emphasis on the rough consensus and not enough time spent on the running code part. So what we're really trying to do with the hackathon is bring that back into balance, I would say, and in doing so, help the IETF stay relevant, really, with the pace of industry. So what we're seeing here is that in the IETF, we develop standards, and it takes a while for those standards to get defined, and then you get people going off and implementing them. But generally those tend to be vendor-specific proprietary implementations. You plug them together and they don't necessarily work well together. They're non-interoperable, and that's because there were perhaps some bugs in the spec, some ambiguities, people interpreted them differently and did different things. So we really are trying to, with the hackathon, get into the habit of implementing the code right in parallel with the spec. So you do some implementation here, that gets fed into the spec, you fix bugs that you find. There's a quick cycle that we go through, with the idea being that in the end, you end up with a better quality spec that gets defined quicker, and you have an open source implementation that people can use as a reference or just actually use in their own products and solutions. And we're really seeing a lot of excitement around there. We're seeing great participation at the hackathon. We had 50 people in Dallas. We had 120 sign up here in Prague, and more than that actually attended. And it's really neat to see that mix and kind of new ideas coming in and the learning that happens with that, where we bring people from different working groups or even different, the open source community, the standards community, put them together in a room, get them to start working together, and good stuff comes out of it. So to me, that's one of the most exciting things that's happening here.